Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer Roberts. This is True Divine. This is Theodore in the background. It's Christmas time. The children have lots of toys. They're playing lovely. So any noise, it's happy noise. So I'm filling up this new channel with general tarot readings, and I will be playing around with the format slightly in between the months for just different formats of what people may like, what I think might be fun, relationship, work formats. But in the meantime, just sorting out these general readings. So this channel will also be used for just my general knowings, my intuitions, things I find interesting, and I'm eager to hear other people's perspectives. So I'm hoping to build up a little bit of a crowd here that we can enjoy each other, help each other grow, kids, and just have fun. So this reading is for the lovely Leo for the month of January 2020. And Leo, for this reading, if it resonates with you, my heart's with you, and I'm feeling you. The star card keeps popping out. There's a little bit of turmoil here, a little bit of hesitation, avoidance. So we'll get into it further, and hopefully if this reading resonates with you, I can give you some guidance, some love, some compassion and nurturing to help you on your way with your discernment. So you're in a position of real, you're feeling so powerless, Leo, and feeling like the thoughts are in endless circles. The thoughts are like whirling through your mind constantly. Yet within this turmoil, within this circle of thoughts, you're clinging on to something. You're clinging on for dear life, something that is ready to be let go of, someone that is ready to be let go of. Even these thought patterns, they're ready to go. They need to go for your greatest growth, for your greatest good. So there is this turmoil, this clinging on to something that is, it's time to let go. But all the way through the reading, it seems in the past you felt you'd found your alignment, you felt you'd found your place, your person, your people, your situation, and something happened, something dramatic, something sharp, something that cut to the core, that gave you a jolt, and not in a nice way. So you have that going on, which is, I think, is what caused this turmoil, this circular thought pattern of going round and round and round. Those voices just won't quieten down. So, hey Theodore. So then we do get to a point, So then we do get to a point where there is this, in the recent past, there is this feeling that you know you need to let go. You may have travelled somewhere, you may have moved away from something. Your passions are still there, but and it's very troubling to you to let go of whatever it is that you're being called to let go of, whatever it is that gave you the sharp jolt, this sharp upset in the more distant past. And this has got you broken, Leo. You feel broken, you feel like there's nowhere to turn, and these thoughts just keep going and going and going. So we're going to try with this reading to put a stop to those thoughts, to give you an out, to give you a door, an opening, to walk through, to end this. What I can say, Leo, is there seems to be an inner knowing of cycles and things going round, you know, the eternal cycle, things being up, things being down, the ebb and the flow. But during this time, you're choosing to forget that knowledge, to feel stuck in this cycle and not see it for what it is, not see it for just that, being a cycle. This too shall pass, this too shall end, something that you can move out of. As I said before, you're clinging on, you're stuck in the middle of this cycle, but you're seeing it as a done deal, this is it, there's nothing else. And I can tell you that that's not true. And our thoughts are very powerful. They can manifest such beautiful things for us. They can manifest beautiful relationships, great work, careers, you know, but they can also chain us down. They can also hold us down, bolt us down to a cycle of constant self-damage, self-mutilation, self-harm. And so there is a time coming up, Leo, and it feels very frightening. It feels very uninviting. But there's this time coming up with the Tower card where it's a thunderous change. There's this impact happening in your life that is feels unstoppable, that is unstoppable. And on the surface, that might seem like a very frightening thing. And don't get me wrong, when you're in the midst of this cycle, it is a very frightening thing. It is a very, the Star card again, it is a very hopeless feeling. And what I can say to you is that the love you lost, whether it was love for a career or a person, in particular I'm feeling for a person or persons, the love that you had and you feel like you're losing, it's not the be all and end all. It's not what defines you. What defines you is how you move through this Tower moment, how you flow through this Tower moment, what your inner strength is. And Leo, you are a strong sign. You are full of courage, full of gentle, forceful strength. And you can take this impact and you can turn it into something that is good for you, something that is healing for you, something that gives you that new start, that Ace of Wands. This is a moment of divine feminine compassion, of divine feminine intuition coming into your life. And where it might seem cruel, it might seem forceful, it might seem uninviting, it's the divine feminine that loves you enough to see you through such an impact, to see you through such a destruction of the status quo. Because the divine feminine has that ability to foresee, foretell and foreknow the future, and to intuitively know what is going to happen, what is good for you. And with this impact, instead of you being in love with an illusion, something that ultimately was always going to hurt you, was always going to bring you down, was never going to give you what you gave them or gave it, you're going to find something that is brand new, that brings back that passion, but that is real, that is tangible, that is within your grasp. So that is coming in for you. So the feeling is that you have to let go of that grip. You have to see this for what it is. And there's the divine feminine again with the High Priestess. You know, coming in, showing you that it's okay to let go. Again, this is coming up lots in my readings, in that the divine feminine, when you're going through labour, and this applies to male and female, when you're going through labour, because the male, you know, if he's watching his partner give birth, there's a time where he feels hopeless. He feels like he can't do anything. He can't fix anything. He can't stop the pain. He can't control the contractions, nothing. He can't do anything. And there comes a point with the female, where the female starts to maybe shake, that adrenaline rush that a female gets when she's about to give birth. And the initial feeling of, I want to cling on, to then having this impact of the labour pains continue, and realising there's nothing you can do against this force of nature, nothing you can do against this birth happening, this creation being birthed into the world. There's nothing you can do but just flow with it. And it's when you breathe and flow with it, it's when the male just starts to breathe and concentrate on helping the female breathe and holds that female's hand. That's as much as anyone can do to get the birth process flowing, to get it happening, you've got to allow it to happen. So there's that moment in the divine feminine within the male and the female where they know they've just got to let go. They've just got to let go and do the basics, and the basics is just breathing, whole body breathing, breathing through it, going through the panting, going through the deep body breathing, going through the circular breathing. Look into whole body breathing, Leo. It'll do you so good during this time when you're feeling that impact, that unstoppable force, something that initially seems so frightening. Sometimes you've just got to breathe. And there is a thing that we've even forgotten how to breathe properly. You know, a lot of the invading white people were called the shallow breathers, and they were dubbed the shallow breathers because we didn't concentrate on the whole body breath and what that can do to a body. It can literally feel like you've taken drugs. It can relieve so much stress when you breathe properly. And it allows you, when you're breathing properly and clearly, it allows you to harness the energy around you. It allows you to bring in that calmness, bring in that just letting go and letting be stage. So we're at that stage right now with you. You've got time. Look up whole body breathing. If you need to listen to this video again, if you need to hear a friendly voice guiding you into doing so, do that. Come back to this video. I'll guide you. I'll send you love and compassion for this huge transition, this huge change. Because when we do that, there's going to be that moment where you can see the out, you can see the options. The options aren't hidden under the moonlight anymore. They're coming through. They're coming through and you can discern what is good, what is good to jump on, what is good to put your passions to next. So let me clarify the King of Swords for you. The Page of Swords. There's good news coming in for you, Leo. There's good people coming in for you. If you can let go of this part of your life that doesn't serve you, these people in your life that don't serve you, there's good news coming in. Enlightenment. You have the Sun card twice, because you have the Sun card down here and the initial cards that I put down on the board. So you have the Sun card twice, Leo. You have, you know, if you can breathe, if you can let go of this like sort of 3D control of needing to be in control of everything, that there's enlightenment on every aspect of your life coming in. There's healing coming in. You know, when it's been cold and you're shivery and you tense up to keep the heat in. Say you're waiting for a lift. 1 second, sorry, Leo. Say you're waiting for a lift from somebody and it's freezing cold. You've done some Christmas shopping and you want to get home and it's so cold. You do, every muscle tenses up, you know, your skin even shrinks up so that the pores aren't as open, to keep the heat in, to hold on to everything that you can, to, you know, keep everything in, to stop that heat getting out. That's where you are right now. But the sun's coming in so strong for you. And think of when you've been waiting outside in the cold and you get into somewhere warm and you take that coat off and that sigh, that warm drink, that heat, you know, whether the sun comes out when you're standing there in the cold, you feel that heat that against your skin, that loving touch from the sun, and all of a sudden everything, even your muscles, relax. Your pores open up to soak in that heat and to release excess heat. You have enough to let go. So that's what the sun's giving you. It's given you enough that you can even let go of what doesn't serve you. You can have the discernment to say, I have an abundance in things that are good for me, things that are coming in for me, that are for my greatest good, that are for my power, that are for my individualism, that recognize me. I can let go of the shit. I can let go of what doesn't serve me, of what hurts me, of what doesn't want to have the greatest good for me. You can be that discerning Queen of Swords and cut out any bullshit that comes your way. Let's clarify. Let's clarify, please, this Three of Swords. Let's see what happened with Leo to cause this pain, to cause this cycle of thoughts, to take them out of their alignment. Thank you. Five of Swords. It was nasty, Leo. It was nasty. Whoever you were spending your time with, whoever you invested in, whoever you gave your whole self to, it was nasty. The people you gave your whole self to, it was nasty. And they don't deserve your time. New starts coming in for you. The Ace of Pentacles. When you can let go of this shit, these people that don't give back what they get, this person that doesn't appreciate love for what it is, that doesn't appreciate respect for what it is. When you let go of that, everything, the sun comes in. You have enough to be able to let go. You have an excess to be able to let go of these people that hurt you so much. What went on? What went on for Leo in the past? What went on? What was this Five of Swords? It makes me cross, Leo, and I let go of it very quickly. I do transmit feelings very quickly. But when I do readings like this, and I can see that you've been a whole person, you've been your whole self, you've given your whole self, you've been honest, you've been true. It does make me cross. You know, you had a wish, you had there's some alcohol involved for some people. Some people might have done something to you and blamed it on alcohol. You know, said that, you know, oh, I was drunk. It wasn't me. Well, yes, it was you, because whether you're drunk or whether you're sober, it's you. The lies that came out, the lies under the moonlight that you can see, because this divine feminine energy within you is rising up. This intuitive energy is rising up. This strength is rising up. What did Leo cut out with the Five of Pentacles? Yeah. Fair weather friends. That's what my granny used to say. Fair weather friends. They're good for when they need you and when you're giving them what they want. The Star card again and the Ten of Wands. Leo, it is time for you to feel that sunshine, feel that love, and I hope I'm conveying it to you through this reading so that your pores, everything can open up, your muscles can relax. No spasms, no knots, no tears, just everything relaxed. Deep whole body breathing. There's an abundance of oxygen for you to breathe in. There's an abundance of sunlight for you to soak up. And you know, you're going to let go of this. You're going to learn to breathe through this like a labor. Just going through the process of breathing through those emotions, breathing through the things that are coming, the truths that are coming out. And not the sunlight showing the good news enough that you can see it for what it is, that you're not going to be disheartened by this, you're not going to become bitter by this. This is going to actually make you into an even more whole person, an even more ascended person, where you can recognize truth, you can recognize loyalty, and you can recognize opportunities. So can I clarify the Sun card with the Nine of Pentacles? Yeah, balance. You be the alchemist, Leo. You breathe through these feelings, you breathe through these thoughts, these hurts, and you be the alchemist to turn them into something beautiful, to turn them into something you can use, something that brings you abundance, abundant thoughts, abundant feelings, abundant rays of sunshine, warmth, compassion, growth, everything in balance. So you know, Leo, the other thing I'm getting for you, that when we have such a tough time, when we have such a heartbreak, such a pain, the universe and everything within it, our bodies, the animals, the weather, everything within it likes balance. It always works to balance itself out. It always works to bring in that but swaying balance, you know, so it might knock up, it might knock down, but ultimately it works constantly to be in balance, those scales. And so when you're going through such hurt and such pain, such a difficult time, know this, know that everything around you, if you act with discernment, if you act in ethical ways, moral ways that represent the true you, everything within you and around you is working to balance out. So my mum always said this to me, you know, when I'm going through such tough times, know that on the other side of the scales coming in, if you're going through such a tough time, imagine what the universe and yourself, your higher self, is working to bring in on the other side of it. It's got to be a balance. So for all of this bad, there is so much good coming in for you. There's so much good on the other side of those scales that you can look to the left or look to the right and see and know. Yeah. There's going to be people coming in your life that you can trust, that you can discern and know that they are for your greatest good. Your past generosities, your past karma, you know, the things that you built up, your dharma, it's coming in and it's going to come back to you. And the way that you process yourself through this hard time, this time of hardship, this time of pain, is also coming back to you, because you haven't gone out to hurt anyone else through it. You haven't gone out to have retribution and you know, hurt others to get it. No, you've breathed through this, you've processed it, you've just moved away, you've just cut yourself out, you've just cut yourself out of that picture. But because you were your whole self to others, because you were truly giving, that's coming back to you. That balance is coming in. That's why we should always try and be whole to other people. That's why we should always try and be kind to other people, because you never know when it's going to come back into balance, when it's going to come back to either gift you or haunt you. So yeah, there's still some things that are going to come out, Leo, that may be a bit upsetting, but through this process you've learned how to just transmute them, to change them, to alchemize them, to be the alchemist, the ultimate person, the ultimate balancer that balances out their own life, that sees the opportunities. Great news coming in for you, Leo. Options. So don't go through this process. Yes, it's important and it's going to help you grow. It's going to make you feel more confident again, because with this you feel like if you can get through this, you can get through anything. But don't dwell. Not for too long, Leo. Towards the end of January, you start looking to your left, start looking to your right, and discern which path is right for you, because there's options coming in. There's opportunities coming in for your material life, for the things around you, the things that you can grasp and use that help you live comfortably. And the emotional, Leo, nobody else is going to come in to fix that. You're going to be working with good people, with people you can trust, collaborating with fabulous people. So that's on your material side. But, you know, the emotional side, nobody else is going to come in to fix that. That's all you. That's you breathing through it. That's you being the star card and not getting lost in emotions and things just to self-harm, just to self-mutilate through those thoughts. That's all on you, and you can do it. You can be that person. What's the final result for Leo? Please clarify the final result for Leo. Yeah, Leo, you're going to be fine. With the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, sorry, your past work, your past karma, your past dharma coming in. What you've done before, how you have brought yourself into the picture, how you've represented yourself is coming back to you. And from what I can see, Leo, it's good. It is good stuff. You're a good person, you're a whole person, and you will feel even more whole after this process than you did before, and you will find enlightenment. You will find that sun, that warmth that you need, that nurturing. But you need to do it for yourself. You need to breathe through this for yourself. So if this reading resonated with you, I hope it gave you some clarity, some perspective on what was going on, and ultimately helped you through this process. I'm sending you so much love, so much strength, and so much enlightenment energetically, because I can feel that you're a good person. If this resonated with you, you can just feel it oozing from the reading. So if you would like a personal reading, if you'd like to drill down into this reading even more so, or if you would like to start a whole new reading for your very personal, individual life, then feel free to contact me. All of my contact details are in the drop box below. We do have a website. I'm going to start getting out there on other social medias. I haven't yet. Christmas came up, children, so as you can hear in the background. So I will be getting out there more so. So I hope you stick with it. I hope you subscribe and come back. Sending you so much love and so much strength, Leo. You are that lion. You are the lady and the man who can control that lion, have that controlled force, and see cycles for what they are. They're just cycles. And if you can breathe through them, you'll pass through them so much easier. So much love, Leo. Be whole, be balanced.